friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. I told you guys I have a real struggle and challenge with my video retention. So the videos that I am doing recently, I'm just trying to do better and keep them more concise. So this is my budget planner. I do make all the printables myself. And if you're interested in obtaining your free copy, all you have to do is check out the description below, request access, and I will give you access to it. Then you can download it. You can save it to your desktop, or you can print it out like I do and put it in a notebook, put it in a Happy Planner disc system like this is, or you can get page covers for a 3-ring binder. That way you don't have to hole punch anything at all. There's just lots of ways that you can use this, and you don't have to have any special notebooks or systems or anything like that. All right, I'm going to put that aside for a second. I'm going to try to write on this and not go through the paper. This pad, this dust pad, is like a little bit soft. So everything that you see otherwise is linked in my Amazon storefront. And we're going to get started with October. I know we're into October. I know. And so I kind of abandoned finishing up September. I may go back to it at some point, but I kind of abandoned it. What I like to do to start off every month, though, is I like to add in, maybe what I'll do is I will angle this. I like to add in all of my important dates. So I add bills, I add paydays, and I try to make sure that everything is captured on this calendar on 2 pages. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the pays that we have coming in. So my husband gets a partial retirement. He's not that old. He just gets a reduced rate for life due to his job. I talk about that all the time. So that's on the 1st. And then on the 14th, he gets his commissions. So he has like his second career, you know what I mean? Left that job and now he does something totally different. And now I'm going to plug in his base pay. So he gets commissions, but he also gets a base salary. Now, if he doesn't make enough commissions, some people do ask, does he owe any of the base pay back? He does not. So it's a true base pay. It's not a draw. All right, so I'm going to plug in my paydays. So this is my pay number 1. So I get paid every other week, and I think it's in November. I think it's next month that I get that 3rd pay. And since we pay our fixed expenses a month in advance, it truly does now feel like a bonus pay. So I love that. All right, so here's all the paydays in there. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to plug in our fixed expenses. So starting with the 1st, we have mortgage. So we have that every month, of course. Fixed expenses are what we have monthly, and the amounts don't change much except for the utilities, and even those don't change a ton. But we have variable expenses too, and we pay those like month of. So our fixed expenses are a month in advance. Variables are the month of. So I'm going to plug in those. The first, just kind of a lot due. We have retirement, mortgage, homeowner's insurance, and our property taxes. Now, we do not escrow our homeowner's insurance or our taxes in with our mortgage. We pay those separately. And I've been doing that for a long time, even prior to moving into this house. I really like doing it that way because if I ever want to change, it's not so cumbersome and there's not so much red tape, you know, not only making the change, but then changing it with the bank and making sure they have everything they need. And sometimes if you make a change, they have to cash out what you've already paid in just to keep everything, you know, like above board. And then they sometimes have to give you a refund and then you start over and it's just a big mess. So I don't like to get the bank involved in those things at all. So I'm kind of doing this backwards because I'm following my cheat sheet. So I'm going to plug in on the 3rd, we have car insurance. So what I'm going to do is highlight these all in different colors. And that way, you know, just visibly, it'll be noticeable what's what. And we have cell phones And our cell phone bill is so obnoxious. And then on the 10th, we have electric. We have 2 cell phone payments, and they're very nominal. Now, I would love to pay them off, but if I pay them off, then I lose the discount that comes with it. So it's very frustrating. And just, you know, they really get you. They kind of, that's how they hold on to you. And so I can't stand that. But anyways, I don't want to pay the full amount for the phone, so I'm going to keep it as is. And then on the 5th, we have trash due. And I think that's it for our fixed. So let's count those up together. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm missing one. Oh, okay. No, I'm missing 2. Cable and Wi-Fi. Again, that's another one we get gouged. So where we live, our cable company, there's only one. We don't have a choice. And so we just use that. And I know a lot of you are often telling me, you know, cut the cord and, you know, leave cable and stuff like that. But we just don't. I don't know. We just don't. So is that it now? I think that's it. So you'll have to let me know, because you guys have been with me for a while, most of you. Do you like the lines in the dated blocks, or do you like them without lines? Because I had a request to add the lines, and I thought, well, maybe she's not the only one who wants the lines. So I went ahead and changed the design, and let me tell you, it was a pain. But when I got done, I was like, oh, that doesn't look bad. But I don't know, for some people, lines like that are distracting. So I don't know if that's the case. But anyways, I'm going to use these highlighters, I think. Yeah. So the last thing that I add in here before I finish up and highlight are our subscriptions. So we have on the 3rd, car wash. So I'm going to add that. And sometimes I want to cancel this because it's $40 a month. And I know that there's other places where I can get a cheaper subscription. Not much though. Not where I live. But I kind of don't want to, because that's the day, like, I'm like, oh, let me just go get my car washed. And it's really handy. And I can, with my subscription, even though it's $40 a month, I can have up to 30 washes. And sometimes I drive my husband's car through too. So it's actually really nice in that, you know, in that aspect. So we have XM radio. And what else? Cloud storage. We have the usual suspects. I probably could cut back on our streaming a little bit, but we also use them. Canva, I think it's due the 6th. That doesn't look right to me, but I'm probably just being delusional right now. I probably use Hulu the most, but let me tell you guys, I was hooked on Monsters about the Menendez trial. Guys, oh my gosh, I was literally like on the edge of my seat. It was so good. I thought it was so good. Now, I remember when that trial happened. I know some of you watching may not have even been born, but I was born, I was thriving, I remember. And you know, no matter where you sit on the fence with their guilt versus innocence, you know, whatever you want to call it, I still think that they didn't get a fair second trial. The first one was a mistrial. So those of you who are familiar with the case, you know all about it, or if you've just watched the show, you know all about it. But yeah, it wasn't fair, and it's unfortunate. So when basic commissions, that's what I'm missing. All right, so we have highlighted our pays. I know this is going to go above 10 minutes. I try so hard, guys, and it doesn't work out. All right, so the next one, let's do our subscriptions, because that's kind of a short one. But anyways, loved it. Are any of you watching Grotesquerie? Same actor who played the older Menendez brother. Nicholas Alexander Chavez. He plays in Grotesquerie, and you know, it's no accident or anything like that because they're both Ryan Murphy series. He's also in charge of, or he also created American Horror Story, American Horror Stories, Dahmer. I think there's one out right now on regular cable, Dr. Voyage or Dr. Odyssey. And then, didn't he do Glee? I don't know. But anyways, he is printing money with the amount of series that he has done and is involved with. But, so Nicholas Alexander Chavez, who plays Lyle Menendez, I'm going to go in and I'm going to highlight my fix now. He plays the priest in Grotesquerie. And Travis Kelce is in Grotesquerie. And let me tell you guys, he's a good actor. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect from him. I mean, he's an athlete. You know what I mean? Like, his training isn't, his formal training isn't, you know, acting. And to my surprise, I thought he was good. And you know what? I was also surprised with Kim Kardashian because she was in American Horror Story, was it last year? She wasn't bad either. I mean, if you take any bias you have against people, you know, if like you just don't like Kim Kardashian, you don't like Travis Kelce, you know, whatever, if you take that out of the equation and just kind of like analyze their performance and their job at doing the acting, I mean, they're actually both pretty good. Travis Kelce is probably better. I forgot Electric. But anyways, I really like him. So he's in it, and Niecy Nash, she's good in everything. I mean, there's just no doubt. And then the girl who plays the night, I think her name is Michaela something. She is different, but she's very entertaining. So I don't know, it's pretty good. It's definitely like a Halloween horror serial killer mystery type show. So if you're not into that, it's probably not for you. But if you do like, you know, your thrills and scares and your crime and all that, it might be something you want to check out. So that's on FX right now and Hulu. So my whole point with that, I got off on a tangent. I think my most frequently used streaming app is Hulu. Netflix is probably a close second, but anyways, so there's my month on 2 pages. I love how this comes out because it's very organized. I love color coding. I think it looks good. I think that it serves its purpose, and I refer to this layout very often when I'm plotting and planning my weekly budgets and paycheck breakdowns because I'm always looking at the dates and, you know, how to plug things in. So this is a very helpful tool. If you're not using it, try it out. And then, of course, you have all the other the other pages and challenges in here, and your paycheck budget breakdowns and your monthly budget planner. Everything is in here that you should need. So hopefully this is helping you out. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.